is going to concern BitChute and its elitist-looking behavior. Well, it does two things. One, goes out of its way to discourage you from visiting the site if you're not using a preferred browser. It doesn't matter if it's old or young. I think they're just doing it because they don't like certain browsers. And if you're not running the newest operating system. This is a tendency a lot of you have seen on the internet where websites will punish you for refusing to do what you're told by companies that write software. I don't care what the practical reasons are. If BitChute worked 4 years ago or 2 years ago just fine, and suddenly it doesn't, it's not us. And I'm going to prove it. So I'm going to open up this video at the bottom of my listing on my BitChute channel, WAPTech. Bottom of it, that means oldest. And over here, I'm going to open up the newest one. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the newest one to show you something straightforward. I'm going to scroll down, and you'll see that bouncing bars there, that animated GIF or whatever, is just sitting there. And if we look at it, I can inspect it and figure out what it is, but I don't care. It's covering the whole page, and this is part of one of many things that it's doing deliberately. I'm using uBlock Origin to fix this, so let's do this. Now, I could just hit the little zapper function, but I'm going to hit the block it permanently one, because I know that this won't break the page. It's just a loading and progress indicator. It's not required. So we do that. I'm going to hover over it. And you notice that when I scroll up and down using my scroll wheel, it's covering the whole page. Always make sure that if you're doing something, you're trying to remove something, if it's covering the whole page, make sure that as you hover over it, it really is doing that. So I'm going to click it. I'm going to hit preview. And again, I'm going to scroll up and down. It doesn't seem to be doing anything here. You notice that it's not, okay. So we go, now when we go down this list, we're going up the chain of logic towards more and more generalized things we're killing. The lower we go from here down, the more we are able to break things on the website. So we want to do that the least. Now on BitChute, we go scroll to the bottom, and we go here and we hit this one here, not doing anything, hit UL. Okay, now it's disappeared, but we're not getting anything out of it. We haven't gained anything. So we go a little further down, loader. And again, we're not getting anything. So let's go down further, loader container. Okay, now if I hit wrapper, we get just the bottom. So I'm just doing loader container because at least it shows us that it's not covering the whole page anymore. And then I'm going to hit create. There's a dozen other things here covering up the page because I'm going to do something simple. Again, this is the newer video. If I right-click and play, this video will concern the subject. It actually starts playing the video, but something's covering the video. This is the aggressive anti-user behavior, the anti-user interface BitChute's using. It's covered every component on this page with a white outline block. And depending on how good you're going to do trying to unscrew up this page, it's never going to load correctly. And I'm going to show you really quick. If I hit turn off page style, so it should show everything, it shows everything all right. But now I have to weed through 50 or 60 pages of oversized icons, and maybe I find my page, maybe I find my video, and I guarantee you it's going to jump around a lot. This is my video here, and that should be the watch button, but it's not showing the video. Oh, here we go. What happens if I, okay, maybe that's a video? Let's click it. No. So you get the idea. This is a lot of trouble just to find it. I want to point out something. These are SVG or synthetic graphics that are done procedurally. They're going to be oversized on the page. I don't know how to get rid of that. That should be something that isn't able to happen ever if you have the style sheet turned off. But anyway, I can go to my channel and stuff, but you get the idea. I can't actually play the video at all. So let's turn the page style back on so the page is more manageable. And again, some of the page loads, but most of it doesn't. Now, because it let me play, emphasis here, it has to show the play button. We can hit view video. You can't hit play. It won't show you anything because, again, BitChute's covering up the video. If they just stopped doing it, it would load and work correctly. Wouldn't be able to put comments in, but at least I'd be allowed to play the video. So I'll click the button. This video will concern the subject. And there I am again. So the page, obviously, on my browser, could legit just play the damn video. It's refusing to. Now I want to put it forward again and show you something. This video. Now, you may have noticed that in front of bitchute, it has a string of characters here. Now, sometimes it'll say seed. Now, I'm going to put in something here that may or may not work. seed306. And then I'm going to hit enter and see if it plays. It may not. I'm pretty sure it shouldn't. It's not like I could just type in some rando BS and, oh, wait a minute. It looks like it's going to try. It might never actually load. But the point is, these codes in front of bitchute are different sub-servers or something. Now, that has a reason for being there, and I'm just going to bring it up. Part of what bitchute does is it puts these things in the form of a diversified way of storing the videos. And basically, the website acts as a little torrent client or something. The point I'm making here is normally you have magnet links or whatever for torrenting, for downloading things off of file sharing systems. It's a file sharing system. This here is one of the strings, and here's another string for identifying that file uniquely. This also means that it can be acting like a copy protection system. But changing the seed from some, it could be seed or something like that, changing that sub-server changes whether or not it loads correctly. Now, I'm going to go back here. We're going to see what happens. That's the older video, or is it the newer video? Now, let's look at it again. This is the newer video, and it says 3-gun shot timer. 3-gun shot timer. This was done in 2022. Now, we're going to look at the next video over, which is that one. When we right-click that one, that ends in 5TX, and we go forward. Now, again, I'm going to reload this page because I blocked that little bouncy red bar set. I scroll up here, and I can't play it. It's totally broken. Well, let's view video, and guess what? It said seed. Let's open this video here. View video. Now, let's pause. I'm going to grab that string of characters before the word bitchute. I don't think it'll work. It says insecure connect, and that's not relevant. It says seed 154. Let's change that to seed 306 and hit enter. If we use seed 306, the video will load because that older seed, I'm assuming it's older, doesn't know how to load. Now I'm going to grab again these characters right before the word bitchute and see if it works here. I don't know if this will work, but what I know is if you change that to something, it creates what's referred to on a website that tried to explain this as an alternate seed, an alternate server that's doing this like it's seeding on a torrent file sharing network. So I'm going to use that one. That one's worked.
Yeah, it's been charming.
So let's review. The newer videos use a different seed code, a seed or whatever they're calling it. It's actually the seed right before the word bitchute. Now what's happened is older videos are loaded from what looks like a storage medium or storage area. If you're not aware of it, that's what this refers to. A computer, a physical computer that's referred to when you load up these older pages that's simply been erased. So you have to change it to a different seed server. Seed 306 currently works. It's an easy one to remember. Somebody use it in the title of the video.
Yeah, it's me.
And it works on all of them so far. Even random videos seem to work. I don't know why this happened, but on a technical level, that's supposed to be how the system works. Basically, when you go to BitChute and you click a video, it loads it up based on the day it was uploaded, 2018, herp-a-derp. It loads it up based on a server being set up. But what happened is, on BitChute, they forgot to change the numbers to the newer servers. That's it. The people at BitChute need to update these. Now, you can get a script routine where if you load up a video and it refers to anything else, you could tell it if it says bitchute.com forward, you could say seed306 and it should load the video. Okay, now I'm going to bring up how I did this. Again, I load up a new video. I can get it usually to work, but it doesn't want to because BitChute's covering everything with literally white paper. They're papering it over. They're whitewashing it. And I had to turn off the little bouncy red bars. The next thing is, when you load up the page, if you can hit play, you should be able to play the thing, but you're going to end up right-clicking it and playing the videos.
This video will concern the subject of...
Or just accidentally click it like an idiot like I did. Now I'm going to show you the last stage of it. Look here where it says request blocked. The other thing you have to do is you have to go here, you have to hit the request block on uBlock Origin. This is the only thing that does it. And look for inline scripts and block them. This is the different levels of blocking. The one on the right here is the one you have to do. You could skip this one on the left apparently entirely. It should be just fine. Just double click it and it should be fine. Or you can block it entirely like I am. Inline scripts are being used by BitChute to block you as well. So let's review. BitChute's covering up the page with white background images that are deliberately placed where they can't be removed. And this is happening to a shit ton of users. Number 2, they're using inline scripts to make it to where we can't load the page at all. Number 3, they have a problem with older servers at the seed level being wrong. It just has the wrong, quote, seed or server for doing the video streaming. Next, this affects old and new videos. Okay? Next, the website, even if you do these fixes, is going to make it to where you can't comment, rate, or subscribe, or log in. So you're going to have to turn off all this shit to be able to use the site at all. So what happened? What happened is they grew quickly and they didn't update the pages. It's literally just this page basically that represents my my BitChute channel, not having the right server ID for it when you go to this page here. Because inside this page that's generated, it doesn't have the right seed number in it. And I found a script someplace where you click a button and it fixes it, but this is something that BitChute should fix on their own. So I'm going to show you some graphics I found on the net. This is done by somebody else. You have to go into the settings for uBlock Origin. You have to go to its settings page, and you have to say, I am an advanced user. The next thing is, and I'm going to show you really quickly what I did here. I'm going to go into the My Filter list and look for BitChute really quickly. And we get that, and it says loader containers, what I'm blocking. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to copy that. Literally on BitChute, we have to get rid of that because otherwise it puts up that stupid bouncy thing. Next, you have to turn off inline scripts. And there's also a line for that you can put in manually, although I'm not sure if it'll work on every copy. So on the page, again, emphasis added, you have to go through uBlock Origin. uBlock Origin. You have to do requests blocked, and you have to go over here to the inline scripts and turn them off entirely on that website. It won't apply anywhere else. It'll only apply to the website BitChute. And maybe, just maybe, if we do that, on most of your browser copies, it'll play. It might play automatically, or it might just do this, where I click,
This video will
and it won't play because it's covering up with white paperwork. So again, this appears to be something they did deliberately to exclude problematic browsers or operating systems. But who cares? We just want to watch our damn videos and not be censored by default. And if anybody wants to tell BitChute that they broke this, because they really did break their pages, it's giving us the wrong links so the videos will never load. Because they've got this problem, all they'd have to do is look up what ones aren't going to work and just change them to ones that do. This is a website that's supposed to be acting as a YouTube alternative, let's face it. And they're breaking basic shit that you don't ever see get broken on YouTube. This is an easy fix. They would just have to use a script to find all the broken pages and switch it to whatever one isn't. And they haven't. And again, they need to stop being pissy about which browser or operating system I'm using. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that. I hope this was clear. If it wasn't, I'm sorry.